over a long period of time now, as international negotiations earlier leading to the establishment of the WTO and subsequently negotiations on a host of treaties, including bilateral or plurilateral treaties on trade and investment, have been occurring, and these have been dominated in substantial measure by the United States in particular and the OECD in general. So developing countries in very different formations have found it necessary to come together to form a bloc. BRICS, I see BRICS as being really one such formation. There are many others, but we must recognize that there is also elements of competition among the BRICS countries when it comes to these negotiations. So the BRICS formation is positive because this is where they're coming together, but there are many other areas in which they try to compete with each other to obtain some of the benefits of the emerging world order. You know, if you look at it, the only real development bank of significance, of development banks of significance we have are one, of course, is the World Bank, and the other are the regional development banks like the Asian Development Bank and the African Development Bank. And these, because of historical circumstances, have been led by or dominated by the developed countries. Voting rights are linked to the contributions which these countries make, and that hasn't changed. And given that, individual countries have limited access, one, because of borrowing limits, and two, when they do try and borrow significant sums, they are subjected to a kind of conditionality which restricts their domestic policy space, which results in deflation in their economies, recession and inflation. And therefore, it would be obviously a positive step forward if there is a new institution which uses the sort of liquidity which some of the developing countries have, and creates a space where you can get access to that liquidity without having to agree to conditionalities of the kind that have constituted the basis of the Washington Consensus and the post-Washington Consensus.